So we're here with Tiffany Warnke, and Tiffany's a surrogate here from the Chicagoland area, and we're happy to have her here. She's also a mom, and she's anxious to help Chinese couples realize their dream of having a child. I'm going to ask you some questions about your background, and you just answer them the best way you can, okay?
Okay.
All right, Tiffany, tell us, have you ever been a surrogate before? And if so, how many times, and when was the last time?
I have not been a surrogate before.
And what made you decide you'd like to become a surrogate for a Chinese couple who desperately wants to conceive but can't have babies?
I would do it for anyone, just because I have 2 children of my own, and I know how special it is to have a child, and the fact that I can be pregnant and give someone that is really unbelievable. It's great, and I love being pregnant. So for me to be pregnant and give someone a child, it should be a fun experience.
This may be a similar question, but what's your motivation in regard to becoming a surrogate?
The fact that I can be pregnant and the child not be mine afterwards, because I am not ready to have more children of my own just yet. And that I would be helping someone else out who really does want a family. And being I do have a family of my own, I know how special it could be. So.
Can you tell me a little bit about your family? Are you married and do you have children, generally?
Yes, I am married. I just got married last month, about a month ago, on the 20th. I have 2 children, ages 4 and 2, Alicia and Joshua. Hopefully we can get them in the video. My husband's name is Joshua. He is a year and a half older than me. We've been together for about 6 years, and it's been a fun journey so far. So we'll see what the years to come have in store for us.
Can you tell me about a little more about your husband, Joshua,
Yes.
and tell me a little bit more about your relationship, what kind of work he does and what you're doing and that kind of thing.
His name's Joshua. He is Hispanic. He is a chemical blender. He works at a chemical plant. He mixes different chemicals together, like peroxide, and stores them in totes and does different storage things with different chemicals. And he loves to drum. He's a drummer. He's a musician. He's an amazing father. He loves taking the kids to the park. Our relationship is great, especially since we just got married. We're newlyweds, so we like to have fun and go out with the kids. So he's amazing. I wish he could have been here today.
Very nice. We do too. Can you tell us about your children now, their ages, and a little bit about each one? I know you have a boy and a girl, so describe them both.
My daughter Alicia, she's 4 years old. She's actually starting school tomorrow, August 20th. She's very, very smart. She knows all of her ABCs, the sounds. She's starting to read. And my son, Joshua, he's 2.5, and he looks up to his sister a lot. He's definitely the mama's boy. He loves being around me 24/7. I'm surprised he's actually not sitting right here with me. And they get along great. It's just a matter of them getting along without me sitting there with them. So.
Does your husband have any reservations regarding the legal relinquishment of parentage after the surrogate baby is born?
No, he's really, really cool with everything that's going on. He's backing me on everything that's going with the process, and he really doesn't have too much to say about it. He just says, whatever you feel comfortable doing, I have your back.
Oh, nice. Aside from the husband, do you have a solid support system from your family that helps you with any feelings you may feel being overwhelmed by, the pregnancy and the job and things?
Yes.
Describe it.
My grandmother, who I live with, she's by far my best friend. I talk to her about everything. Between her and my mother-in-law, they're pretty much the only people I really talk to about anything. My friends, I don't talk about my personal life, but my whole family is okay with everything that's going on. My father is a little nervous about it, but he has my back, and he's
But
proud of
tell them who came to this interview with you. Who came to the interview with you?
My mother-in-law actually came to the interview. She's watching my children right now, and maybe we can possibly get her in here with the children as well.
Okay, so can you describe the maternal feelings you experienced during your prior pregnancies? How do you plan to deal with any feelings as a surrogate should they arise? Not necessarily that are negative, but what are those feelings?
Well, I know that when I was pregnant with my daughter, it was very, very emotional. It was kind of a roller coaster of different emotions. There was times where I was upset, other times where I was really happy, because it's a strange feeling knowing that you have a being growing inside of you, and knowing that the child would not be mine, and I put myself in the right mindset going into this, and I'm gonna care for the child in my belly as if it was my own, but I am gonna put my mind at the place where I know when it comes time that the child is going home with its rightful parents.
Have you ever experienced any complications during pregnancy with either of your babies? And if so, what were they?
They didn't want to come out. No, I had perfect pregnancies. I went full term. I actually had to be induced because my children became too large for me to go into labor. My daughter was 10 pounds and my son was 9 pounds. And they were both born 41 and a half weeks later. So they were late.
How do you take care of yourself during the pregnancy when it comes to your health, the health issues?
Well, I speak with my doctors a lot. I ask them what vitamins they think I should be taking. Throughout my pregnancies, I actually spoke with the doctor about, for instance, with my daughter, I had to take extra iron. With my son, it was just prenatal pills. And then for my diet, I tried to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I don't drink pop as is. I'm strictly just tea or water. Occasionally, I might have a Sprite, maybe if I'm out to eat with my husband or something. But I'm pretty healthy as far as all that goes. Three meals a day, a couple of snacks, nothing after 8-9 p.m. latest. So.
Can you describe your diet on a typical day when you're pregnant? Specifically, what are you eating? You kind of did that a little bit, but
right. Well, I'm big on salads. I love salad with ranch. Fruits and veggies, 100%. I love Hispanic food. Although I can't have too many spicy foods while I'm pregnant because of the acid reflux and everything like that. But generally, it's just fruits and vegetables and meats. I'm not too big on beef, so chicken, just nothing deep fried. I don't like anything fried.
so as a surrogate, you'll strive to eat a healthy diet, and you'll reach out if you need to. That's
Yes.
what you say. Okay. Should you become overwhelmed with morning sickness or other physical problems preventing you from getting proper nutrition, who would you turn to?
The physician.
Yes. Should more than one embryo be implanted in you, and all of them succeed, what are your feelings regarding fetal reduction or abortion if it's the couple's wish to have no more than one child?
That's 100% on the intended parents. Again, that's not my child. I'm just here to help.
So you're willing to do that?
Yes,
Okay.
more than willing.
Okay. And What would you be willing to carry twins?
Yes.
Are you willing to work with your surrogate agency, the IVF doctors, your OB/GYN doctors, to take all the necessary tests and screening to qualify and to travel out of state for operations if necessary?
Yes.
Are you willing to work under the instruction of surrogacy support staff to provide all the data and information that's requested by the clients?
Yes.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's all right. What kind of expectations do you have for the relationship with the intended parents after birth?
Whatever they feel comfortable with. I'm not going to push them. If they decide that they do not wish to keep in touch on a normal basis, as well as throughout the pregnancy, it's 100% up to them if they want to keep in touch on a daily basis, weekly, just for doctor's appointments.
Nice.
It's up to them.
Would you expect to see a Christmas card every year and a photo of the baby?
I wouldn't expect it, but if they would like to, that it would be nice.
Do you have any desire to have any future contact with the child as he or she grows into adulthood?
I wouldn't push that just because of the fact that I don't want the intended parents to feel obligated to tell them what happened if they don't feel it's necessary.
Good. All right. Another sensitive issue is abortion and adoption. Abortion generally is not allowed in the ULAN Surrogacy Assessment Program terms of service. We've consulted with the intended parents clearly on this and asked them to sign the terms of service before ULAN took them into the program. But in case the couple is divorced or either one of the two dies during the pregnancy, would you consider adopting or would you consider accepting an abortion? Sorry.
If it was necessary, if anything was to happen to the intended parents, I would not get an abortion unless there was something medically wrong. I don't believe in it personally, so I would keep the child.
Okay. And then the next question plugs into that. If the above tragic events occurred, one of them dies or is divorced, and you don't prefer, you don't prefer an abortion, would you be interested in adopting the child through an arranged agreement?
Yes.
Okay. In case that the newborn is found with some kind of birth defect, disease, or disability to some degree, even though the intended parents are required to take the child after birth, it's our job to ask you about your choice for the possible adoption of the newborn. Can you share with us how you feel about this? And again, you can change your mind on this, but what do you think now?
Well, again, even if anything was to ever happen, if the child comes out healthy or any disability and the intended parents do not want it, I don't believe in abortions. I don't, as far as adoption goes, I would adopt a child myself, but I would never put up one of my own for adoption.
I got it. Good. Well, you did a very nice job. Thanks, and we appreciate your time and effort with the video. We all know that the life you're going to help conceive for the intended parents is very much appreciated. You should know that by all parties, ULAN and we've seen this already with intended parents where children have been born. Before ending this video, do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with our intended parents?
Just know that I will do the best I can to provide you the best service, a very healthy pregnancy, children, whatever you decide, I'm here for you, and feel free to get in touch with me throughout the pregnancy, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and if you don't choose me, that's fine. If you do, I look forward to working with you.
Oh, very nice. That's great. Did we have any other questions, or are we all set? The children aren't here? Okay. Thank you very much, Tiffany. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Sorry about the kids. I don't know where they went, but...